Hi, Kathy Alger here, and we're going to talk today a little bit about process and what that means. Sometimes things look overwhelming to us because we're looking at a big picture rather than taking it in small increments a little bit at a time. When we start out on any new endeavor, there's always a learning curve. Now, some are easier than others, but when it comes to MLM or internet marketing, there is so much to learn that the best way to describe it is your brain turns to mush. And trust me, I've been there. I know what I'm talking about. I remember when I first started out, the most difficult thing for me was the language. Computerese was completely non-comprehensible to me. Even if I could find someone to talk with me, like the tech support guy from whatever site I was signed up with, they used words that meant absolutely nothing to me. Um, it was like they were speaking a foreign language, and the worst part of it was that they didn't understand why I couldn't figure out what they were telling me. I would get off the phone and I'd just shake my head. I was no further along the process here than when I first made the call. It was like they couldn't understand that I did not understand what they were saying. The techies, they're so funny. They have a language all their own, and they didn't understand that all I wanted them to do was to tell me what button to push and when to push it. I didn't need to know about the programming. I didn't need to know about the technical applications or how the computer was put together. None of that stuff mattered to me. All I wanted to know was how to do whatever it was I needed to get done. I wanted them to say, okay, do you see this button at the top of the screen? Yes, you press that button. Or do you see over here there's a drop down? You choose this out of the drop down. That's all I wanted them to say to me, but that's not quite what they understood. They wanted to tell me all the reasons behind it. I didn't care. And now the second thing that I remember, and I still deal with that today, is all of the internet gurus. They all have the answer as to how I can make money online. All I had to do was buy their product and voila, I would be rich. It was amazing. Well, one of the biggest mistakes was buying into all of this, everything that came along. And now, I'm not saying that these gurus don't know what they're talking about, because they have the results to prove that they know what they're promoting. I'm just saying that you will have information overload and you won't know what to do next. And because of that, it all adds up again to my brain is mush. This my brain is mush thing is going to happen a lot in this process, so just be prepared for that. So if you will take a little advice from someone who's been there, um, we need to look at a process and start a process in order to accomplish whatever it is you want to accomplish. You need to spend a little time determining what's important and where do I want to go with this. Where do I want to go with this internet stuff? What do I want it to look like? Now, everything in marketing is a process. And we have to remember that a process means I'm starting here and I want to go there. So we need to define what here is and what there is. And what kinds of things or actions will I need to take to get there in a timely manner and still be healthy and productive for my business down the road. I need to do things now in a way that will get me to where I want to be as quickly as possible. But I don't want to do things that will be unhealthy for my business down the road. So I have to be very careful. And how do I do that? We need to define that. We need to lay that out. Now, in the beginning, I got so wrapped up with all the stuff that people were telling me to do, like all of these gurus and that kind of thing, I forgot what the most important thing was. And the most important thing is promoting your product and you. Other people have your product and they're doing the same thing that you're doing, but the only thing that they don't have is you, that you have gifts and talents. You are unique. I'm unique. I like to say that I'm special. Yeah, my kids will say, yeah, Mom, you're real special. But that's okay. You are unique. You are special. And you have to remember to use your own unique gifts and talents. You are like no one else. So find out what they are, use them, and concentrate on improving those special things that you can do well. Use your strengths as a starting point for your business. Don't try to be someone you're not, but go with what you know with what you do well, start there, learn how to do it better, and then as you go along, you can add some other stuff. You need to take this one step at a time. You know, I was stretching myself too thin. I was trying to do everything. I was pulled in different directions. I was trying to do all different kinds of things and not doing any of them very well. So my advice to you as the newbie is take the challenge of learning this business one step at a time. Determine what is the most important thing to do first. Do that and then take the next step. Don't try to do anything else until each step has been completed. Now, for most of us, the most important thing for you to do first is going to be a website. So you need to work on either building that, learning how to build it, or hiring it out and getting it done. It's probably going to include making some videos, so you're going to have to learn how to do that, upload them to YouTube, and then use those in your website. This is the absolute best way to promote yourself and your uniqueness, okay? Because you have to remember, nothing is done on the internet without a website of some sort. You have to have a presence in order to be seen. Now the second thing will be autoresponders. Autoresponders and an email campaign. Your sponsor should be able to help you with the emails. Now he or she will probably already have some sort of examples that you can use, and then you can take them and make them your own. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. Use what others have done and just get it done. Don't worry about all the social marketing venues, setting up pay-per-click, or anything else that everyone has told you that you have to do. Just do this step, get it done, and the very next thing you do is congratulate yourself. Give yourself a big pat on the back and realize that most people would never have done what you have accomplished. You are a winner. You have gotten farther than 99% of the people around you. You are very special. You have unique gifts. You have unique talents that can be used to put towards your business, and you will make it. You just can't give up. The only way you fail is if you give up. So, systematically, we're going to work on this. Do your website, do your autoresponders, and then once you get all of those done, figure out what thing you do the best and what is going to be the easiest for you to implement next. Implement that and then work on things one at a time. And in everything you do, make this fun. You need to laugh, and you'll laugh at yourself because you will do some really dumb things along the way. You're going to cry, probably out of frustration for the way things are going. You can't get your computer to do something. You can't get the website to do something. You can't get a hold of anyone, whatever it is. There will be those times of frustration. But remember this, you're building a future for you, for your family, and for those who will join you in this business. You're realizing a dream, you're accomplishing a goal, and you're leaving a legacy of success. You are an amazing person. You can do this. And I'm going to be waiting to see you at the top.